Well, as promised, here it is, the newest batch of information regarding Project Diva X on PS4 and PS Vita. Now, in my last video, I talked about the fact that Project Diva X was coming to the United States in fall of 2016. Now, this is not going to be a repeat of that video. I'm not just gonna spout the same stuff again, but it is worth reiterating that yes, Project Diva X is coming to the United States. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a definite release date yet. We don't know what month, what day. All we know is both versions are coming to the United States in fall of 2016, so that's something to look forward to. But the main piece of information that I wanted to come up here to share with all of you is that Project Diva X on PS4 will run at 1080p 60 frames per second. Now, this may come as a surprise to a lot of people because this is now the first disc-based Project Diva that will be 1080p 60 frames per second. Now, for anyone who played Project Diva F and F2 on PS3, those games only ran 720p 30 frames per second. And with the news that Project Diva X was coming to the PS4 in a disc form, there were a lot of concerns. Is the game going to hit 1080p? Yes, it is. Is it going to run 60 frames per second? Yes, it is. And I myself was personally very, very worried about this. I mean, look at Project Diva Future Tone. That's coming out on the PS4 as well, but that's going to run at 1080p 60 frames per second as a download. And the only other games in the series that have been available for the consumers in their home were the Dreamy Theater games. Those were download only. So it created this aura that the only way that a Project Diva game could run 1080p 60 frames per second is if it was a download. And then when it was revealed that Project Diva X was going to be in a disc, there were a lot of people that were concerned. Is the game going to hit 60 frames per second now that it's a disc? Well, thankfully the PS4 is powerful enough to do so. There's no excuse why it should not. There's the news. Project Diva X on PS4 will run 1080p at 60 frames per second. Now, Project Diva X has a lot of songs that are not in Project Diva Future Tone because it's not the arcade game. These are a lot of medleys and covers and remixes, and of course new songs that were made specifically for Project Diva X. So I think I owe it to all of you to say that yes, when Project Diva X on PS4 does officially release, I will be doing playthroughs of that in addition to Project Diva Future Tone on Coed Gaming. Guys, we made this happen once again. We wanted Project Diva X to come to the US, it is. We wanted Future Tone not only to be made, but it is. Now, is Future Tone gonna come out in the United States? I don't know. Maybe. The only way that's gonna happen is if we get the word out. We have to keep making our voices heard and make it clear to Sega we want Project Diva Future Tone in the United States. Guys, keep on fighting the good fight, keep on doing what you do, and as always, make sure to check out the rest of Coed Gaming, and make sure to check out the rest of my videos talking about Project Diva and Hatsune Miku. Until next time, take it easy.
What's up guys, thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you haven't gotten a chance to already, make sure to check out last week's video, which can be found right here. Also, if you haven't gotten a chance to already, make sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And while you're at it, make sure to check out the rest of Coed Gaming, where we upload gaming videos every single week. And as always, game on!